guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and go over everything that I got during the holiday sales. I'm not calling this like a Black Friday sale haul because these days Black Friday is like an entire month at this point. And so like you have Black Friday that lasts so long, way before Black Friday is like, before it's actually Black Friday. And then they have like Cyber Monday sales and things after that even. So anyways, holiday sales in general. I'm not including stuff that I got from Sephora during the VIB sale haul situation, even because that's like early November, but I didn't do that video. I normally do. So if you're interested in that, I know it's super late at this point, but life's been hectic. So I can still do that if anyone cares what I got at Sephora. A lot of the stuff I got though can also be purchased at Ulta or Sephora. I just happen to get them from the actual retailer's website. Also, I'm going to try to put like timestamps in the description bar at least so that you can just jump to the areas that might interest you the most, because there's a shit ton. So I know this video is going to be very long, and if you want to jump around to just the stuff you care about, then you can do that. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'll start with is what I got from Milani. I got a few things. I think they had, I wanna say 40% off on their website. So this is another tip that like throughout this video, there's gonna be things you can buy from the drugstore or Ulta or Sephora, but you can usually get way better deals if you go to the retailer's website instead of going through those places. Especially Ulta, because like the drugstores will have like 40% off sales every once in a while, which you definitely don't usually get from Ulta. So just keep that in mind. So like the first thing I got were two of these liquid blushes. I got two of them. I got one in Pink Flirt and one in Nude Flush. I'll do little swatches of these two. They're very liquidy, I feel like. I just expected it to be like thicker consistency, but I think, I wanna say, yeah, gel cream liquid blush. So yeah, Nude Flush, and what did I say? Pink Flirt. So this is what they look like. You probably can't see from this far away, but I'll zoom you in. So those are the two colors that I got, Pink Flirt on the bottom and Nude Flush on the top, of course. So kind of spread out a little bit. So very different from each other, and that's kind of what I was going for. I wanted to try two kind of very different blushes. So we'll see. I kind of want to spread it out and just see what they look like. Spread out. It's very, very jelly. Very jelly. Almost like I don't even understand why it's a gel cream, because it's like, it seems very gel-like. So there it is, kind of spread out a bit more. Yeah, I think those will be nice. The nude one is like very nude, so that's kind of nice for like an everyday blush. But yeah, those are pretty. Okay, the next thing I got were two sponges. This is the Perfector Duo, and it has like a bigger sponge and then a little baby sponge. I really like trying other sponges. I pretty much go for the Beauty Blender the most, but I always love to try other sponges, especially nowadays. I feel like a lot of the sponges are getting better and better, and more companies are coming out with them. So yeah, I'm excited to try those. And then I got two lipsticks. I got one of the Color Statement ones. This is in the shade 61 Matte Naked. And that's what that looks like. And then this one is still in the plastic, of course. Yay me. Okay, this one is 420 Teas. And this is the one that's like, I know this has like a name, this line, the one that has like the jeweled case, but hell if I know. Okay, so 420 Teas is this one. And then this is the Color Statement one, which I already forgot the name of course. Oh, Naked, how hard is that? But yeah, those are what those colors look like. So two nudes. But you know, I love my nude lipsticks. So then I got the Microblading Pen from Milani. I love these so much. I will say probably Glossier I like a hair more, but this is a fraction of the price, less than half of the price. So I really do enjoy this one. I've been using medium brown a lot, but I do find that it kind of, I don't know, I feel like it's a hair too dark. So I got the soft brown shade. So we're gonna see how that works for me. And then I also got the Milani Cream to Powder Foundation. This is what it looks like inside. If I can, oh my gosh, am I stupid? Probably. Okay, there we go. That's what it looks like inside. It's just a cream to powder. Hopefully I got the right shade, and then it does lift up and you have an applicator. I love foundations like this, ones that aren't powder but are still in a compact. Powder foundation and me do not get along because I have dry skin. It looks terrible on me. So there's no way for me to like really touch up my makeup throughout the day. So something like this that I can have as a compact, throw in my purse if I need to touch up or something is really, really nice. And I actually do like the sponges that come with them usually. Normally when like you get a blush compact and it comes with a brush or something, those kind of, for me, I just never use them. They're such a waste to me. But these are actually useful if you're on the run and you want to use something like this. So I have this one, and then actually the one on my face that is the KVD Good Apple. And then I have one from CoverGirl that I'm going to test out and try and see which one I like better. So I might actually do a video kind of comparing them all. Let me know if you would be interested in that. But yeah, that's probably coming hopefully soon. All right, next let's talk Melt Cosmetics. So they came out with their, I don't even remember what it's called. Their holiday collection. Don't remember what it's called, I'm so sorry. But it was like all butterfly themed, really, really nice. And they have a eyeshadow palette, which I did pick up. Actually, I got most of the stuff. So with the eyeshadow palette, and this is what it looks like. It's really pretty. So that's all the colors. So cute. And if you're not familiar with this, first of all, beautiful. But if you're not familiar with this collection, basically it's kind of inspired by like once you get past like the initial grieving process when you lose someone, and like, how do I explain it? I mean, they can explain it better. They have tons of promos where like they explain the meaning behind it and everything. But if you don't know, the founder of Melt, her dog passed away, and so I think it's really cute. They did put a little picture. They snuck it into the butterfly there, so that's really cute. I think that's really sweet, adorable. And then they also came out with a blush palette, and this is what it looks like on the inside. And this is what the outside looks like. Blinding. It's so pretty. And I am a sucker for butterflies. So I had to get it. And I have worn the eyeshadow palette and I've worn the blush palette, and both are extremely beautiful. So honestly, like, this blew me away. I was super excited about this, and it was gorgeous. Melt Cosmetics shadows are kind of known for being hit or miss sometimes. Their formulas in some palettes are great, and then in others not so great. Like sometimes the shimmers are awesome, in other palettes the shimmers aren't so good, but the mattes are great. In other ones, the mattes aren't so good. So yeah, I don't know, sometimes it's mixed, but with this one I thought it was really, really good. It also, I will mention, I think the bottom two rows, so these two rows right here, because the bottom is the top, because yeah. These two rows are technically not approved for use on the eye area by the FDA. But keep in mind that a lot of the reason for that is just, like, that's just a United States thing a lot of the times. A lot of the things, those pigments are actually approved in other countries. So I just want to put that out there. And a lot of times that also just means it's gonna stain your eyelids. So obviously if that bothers you, don't do that. But I will say I did use those shadows on my eyes because I don't like to listen to what people tell me, I guess. And I had no problem at all, which is actually funny because one of the very first videos I ever did on YouTube was a review of the Melt Cosmetics stack. And that was so many years ago. You can't even watch it anymore on my channel, and it was an embarrassment. But I actually talked about how I didn't really love it, and most of that was because I had an allergic reaction, because Melt shadows tend to give me an allergic reaction. And yet I have so many of their palettes, it's pathetic, honestly. But I really do like the colors. Their color stories just get me. It's like, I just love their color stories so much that I kind of look past it. And because I do have kind of a reaction to a lot of reds and purples specifically, it's kind of one of those things where I'm just like, whatever, I accept it. My eyes are gonna be a little swollen the next day. I know I shouldn't be like that. But anyways, I did wear them and I went specifically with shades that normally would have especially messed me up. I went with like the dark purples and this really bright like pinkish red color. And I had no issue at all. So I almost wonder if it's because of the fact that they made this vegan and took out the carmine that I was able to wear this without an issue. So that worked really well for me personally, but I'm not gonna tell you to like put this on your eyes and then you yell at me. So, you know, use with caution. But then I also, because they were doing the sale, I got a few other things as well. Well, okay, let me back up. I also got a few of the gel eyeliners from the same collection. Again, look at that packaging. It's so, can you even see that in my lights? There we go. It's so beautiful. And like, it's honestly crazy, these boxes. Here, I'll take it out. You can see inside the box is red velvet. Like, that's crazy. Okay, so I got 3 of the shades. I got the pink one and the teal one. Well, let me just take the covers off. How about that? Also, look at that packaging. It's so beautiful. Like, I could not resist. So this one's gorgeous. So beautiful. Let me see if I can swatch these two. And then this one's the gold. And here's that hot, hot pink shade. Okay, so here's swatches of all of those. Oh, so stinking beautiful. I just cannot wait to wear these. I think you can also like use these as a base as well and just, or even like whole shade on the lid. I don't know how it would set because I've never used these. I mean, it seems to set okay. I mean, I've only been on my hand for like a couple seconds, so it might set and then you could use it as like a whole look. So yeah, definitely excited to try these. All right, so then I did get 2 other palettes from them. I really should start taking things out of the box before I start to film. But the first one I got was the Mary Jane palette. And this is what it looks like on the inside. It is just nice, cool, neutral gorgeousness. I just love their color stories. Like, this is so pretty. And I know it's a nude, but it's actually really also unique at the same time. And it's cool toned, but it's not, I don't know, if you compare this to other cool tone shadows, I feel like so many cool tone palettes lean so strictly gray, but there's also a lot of browns in here, which I prefer cool tone browns rather than just like grays. So I'm really excited about this. And then I also got the She's in Parties palette. Not gonna lie, when this came out, I was not interested at all. I was like, I'm not a big purple eyeshadow person, or at least I wasn't. But then I did wear purple eyeshadow. I had like a look that I wore a while ago and I ended up really liking it. And so I was like, oh, maybe I should give more purple eyeshadows a chance. And then this, everyone really loved this one so much that I thought, okay, maybe I'll give it a go. And it is a really pretty color story if you do like purples or mauves. So I'm really excited about this actually. Next up, I got some things from Nudestix, and I will say these tins that they come in are the most annoying thing ever. Like, why do they do this? I don't understand why it all has to come in a tin, but yeah, I got some of these. So the first thing I got was my Brow Boost Set Gel XL. This is just their Nudestix Brow Gel. I really, really like this. It's what I'm wearing right now. This is actually a backup, so I haven't opened this one yet. I love this. It really like feels kind of almost like glue in your eyebrows, which I need. Oh my gosh, I still have eyeliner. Did I? Oh my gosh, I still have hopefully that didn't. Okay, back it up. Okay, anyways, I got some brow gel from Nudestix. I will say the only thing I don't like about this is that the one I'm currently using, one day when I went to use it, I took this off, just, you know, unscrewed it like a normal person going to use it, and a shit ton like just came out, and I realized that the stopper inside here like came off with the wand, and like I screwed it back on and screwed it off again, and then that time it stayed. But now every time that I go to use it, like sometimes it stays in place and sometimes it comes out. So you have to be like super careful taking it out or it's gonna like sploosh everywhere. So yeah, I feel like the packaging could be improved. Next, I did get some blushes and one of their bronzer sticks. So I got 3 shades of the blushes. I got, well, first of all, they're a little bit different. Some are matte and then some are dewy. So I got one, I believe, yeah, one of the dewy shade. That's the Nudies Bloom. I got that in Tiger Lily Queen. I got the Nudies Matte in 2 shades. I got that in Picante and Body Language. And then I also got one of the, what is this called? Nudies All Over Face and Color Bondi Babe. So this is a contour shade. So let's see. Oh yeah, and then they do have these brushes, which I'm positive I will never use. So here are all the shades that I got. The first shade is that Bondi Babe right here. And then this one is Tiger Lily Queen. This is Body Language, and this is Picante. So this one is the one that's going to be dewy, and this is the contour shade. And then these ones, they say they'll be matte. I don't know if I've actually tried any of the Nudestix cheek colors. I think I got some in my Beautylish bag last year, but I actually don't remember if I tried it or not. Yeah, I don't recall. So I'm excited about these. I have been a sucker for cream blushes. So especially in the summertime, I really, really do like them, and a good cream contour I love as well. So I'm really excited to give these a try. And they were 40% off, which I can't argue with that. Okay, next, I totally fell for the hype with these Kaima Cosmetics like flakes that you can get. So I did get I can count. I did get 10 of them, which might have been excessive considering I've never tried these before. But I don't know, it's so hard to decide when they're all so beautiful on the website. But I did get a ton because they're flakes. I can't really swatch them. If you do want me to, I can do a video on them, like a whole more in-depth video. Because I did get 10 colors, so that's kind of a lot that I can go ahead and do swatches once I like get a pigment mixer and everything. I mean, I have one, but anyways, I'm not gonna do that right now because it's gonna take me forever. And I also got a couple other from a different brand as well, so I can kind of compare those if you guys are interested. So the colors I got were Epiphany, Rainbow Bright, Revelation, Hollow Yellow, Flamethrower, Tricky, Peach Fizz, Supremacy, Amaranthine, Aquamarine. I'm sorry if I can't read. But those are the colors that I got. Hopefully you can kind of see them at least, but I'm really, really excited to give these a try. I have not tried anything like this. I also want to try the Danessa Myricks one because, yeah, I just kind of am interested in like what's the best one, because those ones, the Danessa ones, you don't have to have a pigment mixing medium. It's like already done for you. You can just use it straight from the jar. With this, you do need a mixing medium to use these. Next, let's talk about Makeup by Mario. So I did get both of these palettes. I don't know why I'm saying that like he only has 2, because I do believe he came out with another for the holidays. But I got the one that's like really, really metallic, and it comes with this little spatula so you can mix it with his little mixer here. One thing that I find to be super annoying about this is that this doesn't come together. Like if you are recommended to use this with this, I wish it just came with it, even if that meant this had to cost a little bit more. I don't necessarily think it should cost a little bit more because this is only 5 shades and it was still pretty expensive. So, I mean, that's why I haven't gotten it until now with a sale. Like I did get this directly from his website. Yeah, so I like this so far. This is a definite like pop of something shimmery to add onto another palette. They are really, really pretty. They're so metallic. Like that's really metallic for a powder that I just dipped my finger in, like barely. Like those are really gorgeous. So I'm excited to play around with this some more. I think this and this are like the most in your face metallic beautifulness, but they are also the colors that I probably wear the least just because they're so starkly yellow and starkly silver. So yeah, but like maybe for the holidays and stuff, I thought this would be nice. And then I did also get the mattes shades. So I have used this once. I don't really have specific thoughts on it quite yet. I do have to play around with it some more. I was a little surprised how the shades that really seemed like they were gonna pull more neutral pulled kind of yellowy a little bit, more than I thought from looking at them in the pan. I was expecting this to be a little bit more neutral, but that's okay. I just think I need to play with it a little bit more. I do think it's not like that pigmented, but at the same time, like they blend really nicely and it's a buildable formula. So I do think that there's a place for that for sure, because sometimes things can really genuinely be too pigmented sometimes, especially if they don't blend well. If they blend really beautifully, like, okay, bring on the pigment, but sometimes you don't necessarily want your brown to be like holy pigment, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm excited to keep trying this and see what I think. All right, next up, I did get a few things from Charlotte Tilbury. I was able to get my stuff from Charlotte for, I think, like 32% off, because they had a 20% off code, but then they also do like if you're a new customer, your first purchase is like 15% off. So I could stack those, which ended up being about 32% off if I remember correctly. So that was amazing. So I did go a little ham. The first thing I got was this eyeshadow palette. This is the Starry Eyes to Hypnotize. And this is what it looks like. Just gorgeous shades. I'm so excited to use this. I don't think I have yet. No, so I did get another palette from her that I did try already, but that one, technically I got that during the VIB Sephora haul, which now at this point I wish I didn't, because I could have saved more money had I waited. And then I did get the Exaggerize eyeshadow quad, and then another eyeshadow quad. This one is, oh, the Sophisticate. Yeah, that's right. And these are all matte, so it doesn't have those shimmery shades like most of the other ones do. And then I also got the Nude Gasm face palette. So this is what that looks like. I know people kind of lost their minds about this. I've used this a bit so far. I think, yeah, so yesterday we went to see the Nutcracker Ballet, and I wore every single shade except for the darker bronze. I was stuck with the lighter shade bronze, so I wore this one. And I really liked it. I will say that the first time I used it, the lighter contour, I haven't even dipped into the darker one yet, so I can't say for that one. I was surprised by how much I had to build it up and how much I had to like really swirl my brush in. Just because everyone likes it so much, so I don't know, I just expected more color payoff. It's beautiful, and I think that I'm just so used to so many other bronzers being like really powdery and having more color payoff initially, and you almost having to be more careful. This one you don't have to be as careful, which is nice, but it has more of like a, I don't even know, I wonder if it says on here. Does it say? It kind of feels like a jelly formula a little bit. I don't know, but it's really nice. It's a really nice color. I really like it. And then I did get also the Hollywood Contour Wand. I haven't had a chance to use this yet, but I'm super excited. I got mine in the shade Fair to Medium, of course. And then I also got, oh, this was just free. This was Walk of Shame, or Walk of No Shame lipstick, and this was just free with purchase. So that is awesome. I'm positive that I also got a lipstick and lip liner. Actually, that might have been from my Sephora purchase, so that's probably why it's not in this box. But yeah, got a ton of stuff from Charlotte Tilbury, so I'm very excited about that. Next up, I got a couple things from Elcie. So the first thing I got, well, okay, so really what I did was I got one thing, and then free with your purchase, they gave a sponge, one of their beauty sponges. So what I bought was this highlighter. So this is what it looks like. This is in the shade Pearly Glaze. And I have not used this yet, but that's what it looks like. Ooh, that's pretty. It's very subtle. I don't know if you can even see that because I kind of blended it out. Sorry, my hand's a little dry from continually wiping off swatches. And then it did come with one of their beauty sponges. So this is their beauty sponge, and it's such a fun shape. And like when I look at this, okay, get your mind out of the gutter if your head just went where I went. But when I look at this, I feel like this is gonna be useful. Like I feel like this is such a skinny tip that it would be so good under the eyes. So I actually happened to buy one of these, so I have another one that I've used, and I gotta say I didn't like it very much, which was so disappointing because I had been eyeing this sponge for so long. I finally broke down and got it, and then now I have two because it was free with purchase. And I don't know, it's like this, the tip is so skinny that it just almost doesn't have enough, I don't know, it's not like density necessarily, it doesn't have enough there. It's just too skinny to like really blend anything out. It's like trying to like brush your hair with a toothbrush. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just, it's not enough. You need more. So I don't know. I guess I'll probably still use it a little bit. I'll probably use the bottom part more, and I probably won't use it for my under eyes, which is the part that I was most excited for. So I'm a little bummed by that, but you know, win some, you lose some. All right, next up are all of the lip products that I got from Pat McGrath. Every single year for the holidays, she does like a mega sale. If you're not familiar with her lip products, I believe they retail for $38, which is expensive, extremely expensive. And I know that's the price for the lipsticks. I don't remember if the lip glosses are the exact same price, but anyways, they're expensive. And for the holidays, they're usually marked down. I believe one year they were marked down to $10. And then last year, I think it was $12, and this year was $14. So they're getting more expensive every year, but still it's a great deal because $38 marked down to $14. It's a steal, especially if you've wanted to try these. So keep an eye out if you missed it this year. Actually, the sale goes on for a long time usually, so it might still be going on, to be honest. But otherwise, keep an eye out for next year because she usually does it every single year. So I got a ton of shades. I got the shade Dream Lover and Forbidden Love, which is a beautiful red. I got the shade Christy, which I'm surprised I didn't have already, actually. I got Elson 2, which is, again, a beautiful red color. And then I also got two of the lip glosses. So I got the shade Astral Moonflower and Flesh Fantasy. So those are those two shades right there. This one, I don't know. Once I got it in the mail, I was like, let me put some on. We'll see how it looks. So, I mean, I have other stuff on my lips, but now you can kind of see what that looks like. It's just a nice nude lip gloss. And if you are interested in swatches at all of the lipsticks, I can do a swatch video of all my Pat McGrath lipsticks. I have about, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, about 13 of them. So if you're interested in that at all, I can do swatches on my arm or swatches on my lips or both if you are curious about that. All right, next up, let's talk Give Me Glow. So I got two palettes, well, one palette, one empty palette. So I got the, what is this called? Pastel Dreams palette, which I had been eyeing for a long time. This is so beautiful. I love this so much. I'm actually wearing these two shades on my eyes right now. And then I did get a couple singles along with this empty palette. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell, but this shadow is broken, and I just used it like not that long ago because I'm wearing it right now on my eyes. So I'm also wearing these two shades. Oh, you can't see these two shades on my eyes. Oh shoot! You see how that's broken, and it's some shadow over there. Not loving that, but anyways, I got some shadows from Give Me Glow, and I'm gonna have to figure that out. And hopefully that presses back okay. So I did also get some brushes from Give Me Glow. So here's all the brushes that I got. They're still in plastic, so you probably can't see them very well. I'm sorry about that. But I got so many brushes. Like, I cannot even explain to you how many brushes I got. In fact, hold please. So this is not even all of them, but these are all of the brushes that are brand new from the holiday sales. So a crap ton in here. And then a whole container full in here as well. And then I do have more. So I'll probably have to like scan my makeup setup so you can see all the new brushes. If you want me to go over like a whole brush collection video, I can do that because I have so many. So if you're curious at all to know like what brushes I have in my collection and also like what ones I recommend, affordable, high-end, all of that, then let me know when I can do that. Next up, I got some items from Anastasia Cosmetics. Technically, these are from the Norvina collection. I don't totally understand what's going on with that, if it's its own brand or just like a collection within Anastasia, but I mean, it says Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina collection, so we're just gonna go with Anastasia Beverly Hills. And this is what they look like. This is the first one. This is the Pro Pigment Volume 4 palette. Sorry, you can't see as well because of the lights, but there's what that looks like. And then I did also get the Volume 5. Oop, okay, just plastic flying out of there. And that's what this looks like. And I'm excited to try both of these. I have not worn them yet. They are so big. I like these a lot. I have the orange one with the butterflies on it, and I have the blue one. I think that's all so far. So these will be 3 and 4 of like the 3rd and 4th that I own, not volumes. You get it. Anyways, I like these a lot. They're so pigmented. Okay, back up. I said I haven't tried these and I stick by that. So I guess I haven't tried these and can't say these are specifically very good, but the ones I have are super good and they're from the same collection. So I have faith these are gonna be really great, and they were on such a sale. Like, I don't remember exactly how much these cost, but they were like 50% off or something, and these are expensive, and it's kind of crazy to me. Like, do these not sell very well? I feel like they kind of probably made a mistake in that they came out with them in the way that they did. They should have dropped them all at the same time, all like 5 volumes or whatever at the same time, so then people could pick what color story they wanted, or they should have released one at a time and like spaced them out by like 6 months instead of releasing like one a week like they did. That was too much. Yeah, I don't think that really went very well for them, because people went crazy for like the first one and then realized, oh, there's a second one. Well, now I have to, do I want to spend like $60 on that now too? Oh, now there's a third one. Okay, well, I might have wanted the third one more than I wanted the first one. I would have saved my money. You know, I just think people got a little burnt out by it, but I really like these. So if you can get your hands on these, I really do recommend them. They're pigment palettes, so they're different than eyeshadow, so keep that in mind. But then I also got 2 other products. I got their stick blush. This is in the shade Peachy Keen. I definitely did get another one besides this as well. I got the shade, I believe it's called Latte, but I cannot find it. So this is what the Peachy Keen looks like. And it's a really, really nice formula. I did already try the Latte one, which is probably why I can't find it. It's probably in the abyss over there. And then I did also get the cream bronzer. This is in the shade Sunkissed. I have to be honest, oh, there's plastic in it. I'll show you again. This is in the shade Sunkissed, and it kind of reminds me color-wise of my ColourPop one, and I love that. Looking at videos of this and online, it looked so orange. So I haven't tried it yet. I'm hoping it doesn't actually look orange on my face, but it does look less orange in person, I feel like. So yeah, I'm excited to try it. And I think based on the color and that it looking similar to the ColourPop color, it will be a tanner, warmer shade, but not like too orange where it looks silly. And then I did also get some makeup brushes from them, which were in that little container that I just showed you guys. All right, so we were talking about Kaima Cosmetics and those Flake Pigments. So I did get some from Larina Makeup as well. So I only got 4 from her. So this is what they look like. They're in a very similar packaging. You can see kind of the color right there. I got the shade Pride, Sunset, Cloud, and Greed. And then I did also get, oh wait, no, Siren was the other one. I think Greed is the one that's a pigment that's not the flakes. It's just like it's a smooth pigment. So yeah, like I said, if you're interested in seeing these in action, I can do a video kind of with these and the Kaima Cosmetics one, and we can kind of compare them and see how they go. So let me know if you guys are interested in that. All right, next up, let's talk Natasha Denona palettes. So I got 3 of them. She always has a pretty good sales, but they're all bundles. So if you have one, well, okay, they're not all bundles, but the best sales usually are in the bundles. So if you have already one of the palettes, it's like, okay, well, I'm not gonna get the bundle because I have one already. So I'd be repurchasing the same one. So I was lucky in that I didn't own, these I think came in the bundle, and then I had to get this one separately, and this was marked down to like $40, so a steal. So let's talk about the Zendo first. So this is the Zendo palette. Oh, so pretty. I've been eyeing this for a while, but I was kind of waiting for the holidays because I knew she did bundles in a sale. So I was like, okay, maybe if I hold out on like all of these palettes, and I can get them in a bundle later. And then this is the, what's this one called? Circo Loco palette. That's what this looks like. So fun and colorful. I love it. Literally a carnival in a palette. And then I also got the, what is she? Is it Trio Chrome? I'm an idiot, but the Trio Chrome palette, which is really pretty. I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this one specifically, it was not doing it for me. Like, I was really genuinely not interested at all. The multi-chromes, which is this middle row here, all of these are multi-chromes. They just don't seem very multi-chromy compared to what I'm familiar with in like my Cliona ones. And even my, like the Natasha Denona liquid eyeshadows are beautiful. They're very multi-chrome, but these ones, like, they don't seem very multi-chrome. I haven't tried them on the eyes yet though, so. But these 2 shades really are what did it for me. Those 2 lime greens, I was like, I have to get it. And then this whole row of like beautiful purples is gorgeous. So I was like, yeah, I'm doing it. So yeah, all 3 of these Natasha Denona palettes, which means I almost own all of them at this point, I believe. I don't own the Safari palette, and I think that's it. And that just got terrible reviews, so I just was never going to give that a try, and I don't think you could buy it anymore anyways. Next up, I got some stuff from Elcie Cosmetics. I got their blush palette. This is their Fair to Light Blush Trio. So these are the shades. They all just look so beautiful. Like, these are the shades that I really gravitate towards. So I'm really excited to try those. I've never tried any of her blushes. And then I did get 2 of the lip glosses. I got, well, technically this one's a lip balm, but let me tell you, this is really shimmery and it's in a lip gloss thing. So I'm gonna call it a lip gloss. So this is the shade, ooh, it's really pretty. This is the shade Corazon. And that's what that looks like. It's just like a nude, very light, really shimmery beautifulness. And then I did get the shade Birthday Suit in her lip gloss as well. Oh, beautiful. This one definitely is like a thicker consistency. And that's the Birthday Suit one right there. And then I also got the Birthday Suit, I believe that's what this is. Oh, no, this is Dolce. I did totally get Birthday Suit lip liner. But that lip liner right there is Dolce. Okay, and then I found Birthday Suit. Yes, this is Birthday Suit. So right here we have Birthday Suit, and this is Dolce. So I got those lip liners. Oh, you guys, isn't my ring beautiful? I just got engaged. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so for the rest of this, I'm just gonna have this big bin on my lap because it's getting really annoying having to bend over every 2 seconds. So let's see what else we got in here. I have a couple things from Dose of Colors. They usually do, I think it's 40% off after the holidays. So I got some concealers and I got the foundation sponge. So I did get a few different colors in the concealer. I got the shade 10, which I feel like is gonna be too dark for me. I'm not sure what I was thinking when I bought this at all, but I got 3 different shades of their concealer, which doesn't seem like it makes sense at all, really. Because usually you don't need 3 different shades, and none of them I think are the shades that I already use. So I think I just wanted to try to get like my perfect shade, because the ones I have now are not really, but I do really love the formula. So I got shade 10 and this is 6, and then I do think I got another one as well. Okay, I don't see it in here, so if I find it, I will let you know though. And then I did get a few of their makeup sponges. So I got this one is the Seamless Beauty Sponge Pen Point sponge. So I want to kind of leave it in the plastic, but that's what it looks like. That's the shape. I have one of their sponges already and I really, really enjoy it. And then this is the Seamless Sculpt and Shape sponge. This is the shape of that. So it has like a completely flat end and then a pretty nice tip. So this is also another new one to me. And then their Jumbo Seamless Beauty Sponge. That's what that looks like. This is the one I already have, and I really, really love it. And then I have one of the regular Seamless Beauty Sponges. Actually, I'm not sure if the one I have is Jumbo or the regular size, but you can see the difference here. Not a huge difference, but yeah, so I have both of those. And then I did also get these sponges from them, from their skincare line. So it comes with a pack of 2. And this is what it looks like. And it's kind of reminds me of like the idea of a cognac sponge a little bit. So I'm really intrigued to try these. Yeah, very excited about those. And then I also did get one of their lip liners. This is from the like Donald and Daffy Duck collection. What's the color of this? I think, is it Gimme That? Is that the shade? It says Gimme That lip liner. But is that the shade? I assume that's the shade. It just looks like this. It's so cute. That's a terrible swatch. It's so little. But, oh, I dug my nail into it. Dang it. Anyways, I love the packaging. Like, how cute is this little pink liner with the bows and everything and the hearts on the... Oh, so cute. And then that's everything I got at Dose of Colors. I did notice when I was shopping online that they no longer have their Block Party eyeshadows. So I'm so glad that I snagged some of those when they were selling them last year on sale because I really like those and I'm sad that they just decided to discontinue them. Okay, next up, I got a couple things from Makeup a Murderer. So, you know what? This is actually more annoying probably. Okay, so I got the, oh my gosh, their packaging is so stinking cute. But I got the neon pigment pack. So it's their set of all of their neon pigments. So I'll show you what they all look like. Here's all of the colors you get. I cannot wait to wear these. This is probably something that I'm going to use more in the summertime just because I feel like I gravitate towards more of these like neon super bright colors when it is summertime, springtime. I did also get one of their beauty sponges. This is, oh wait, no, this is from Sigma. I'm crazy. Okay, I did get a ton of brushes from Sigma, which you kind of saw already, and a beauty sponge. Anyways, the other thing I got from Makeup Murderer was this pigment mixing medium. Wow. And this is what it looks like. So I'm probably going to try this with those Kaima Cosmetics and Larina Makeup chameleon flakes, along with, I'm going to probably try it with my Duraline, and then maybe I'll even try it with like Fix Plus. We'll see how that goes. And then here is the sponge that I got from Makeup a Murderer. So I knew I got a sponge from them. So this is what it looks like. It just has their little logo on it. It feels pretty dense, so we'll see how that goes. It feels more dense than like a beauty blender feels when it's dry. So we'll see. Always worth a try. I like trying these, especially when they're not too expensive, which this one was not. All right, next up, I went pretty crazy. Farmacy. I got way too much skincare. Honestly, like I'm not allowed to buy skincare anymore for a while because I went too crazy. So I got this set. This is the Mighties set. It comes with the Green Clean, like a small one, Honey Drop Lightweight Moisturizer, the Honey Potion, and I think that's a mask. Yep, Renewing Antioxidant Hydrating Mask, and then the Sleep Tight Firming Night Balm. So they're all just like little sizes, not too big, but I thought this would be a good way to try it. And then I also got the Farmacy Garden Party Green Clean Trio. So this comes with 3 different scents, the Strawberry Basil, the Lemon Mint, and Peach Thyme. So I really am excited to try this. and it comes like this, like in a little container, and they're pretty decent sizes. So I really was kind of impressed with the size. I expected them to be even smaller. So I'm very excited to try that. And then I did get the Honey Halo Ultra Hydrating Ceramide Moisturizer. My holy grail moisturizer, the Amore Pacific Gel Cream, or is it just gel? Like, I can't even remember what it's called anymore. Anyways, it's my holy grail. I can put it up on the screen if you're curious. But anyways, they discontinued it, so I can't get it anymore. It's very stressful. It's like the only thing that works for my skin, and it makes me happy. And so I've been trying to find a substitute that is suitable. So yeah, so I thought I would try some skincare during the sales so I can hopefully find something that I like and that my skin likes and is okay with. And then I think this is the last thing I got from Farmacy. This is the Clean Bee Ultra Gentle Facial Cleanser. I'll show you what this looks like. I think it's in a pump. Yes, which I love face wash that's in a pump. So excited about that. And then I actually do have one more thing from Farmacy. That was not the last thing. I lied. I got the Very Cherry makeup cleansing balm. So I have that set of 3 cleansing balms plus a giant one of the Very Cherry one. Okay, why am I smelling it with the plastic still in there? I'm an idiot. Oh, it smells like cherry candy in like the best way. Oh. There we go. I'm so excited for this. I love a good cleansing balm, so I'm pumped. I tried the other one, the green one, the original, and I think that I didn't really like it that much at first. I was like, I don't understand the hype. But I think the problem was that I got one of those little ones, like a little sample, and I just wasn't using enough because I was trying to save it because it was such a little thing. I think you do have to use like a pretty good amount to make it go across your whole face and really remove your makeup. But once I tried like more at a time, I do end up really liking it. Plus, it was on sale, so I'm really excited to try it. I will try any cleansing balm. Okay, as if that wasn't enough skincare, I also went crazy at Glow Recipe. So I got a ton of things from there. I got the Banana Souffle Moisture Cream. And here is what that looks like. It's in a cute little jar. I love their packaging and I love their scents of everything. I just love Glow Recipe. Not gonna lie, kind of tiny, but it weighs a ton because of the glass jar. This is, yeah, it's 1.7 ounces, so I think it's just maybe deceiving. You know what I think? I think actually other companies put their stuff in bigger jars when like really it is deceiving in that the jar will be like this big, but like half of it is like plastic packaging. So I think that we're just being tricked by other brands because that is a small jar for 1.7 fluid ounces. Next, I got the Watermelon Glow Pink Juice Moisturizer. I actually have the mini version of this and I really, really do like it and it smells divine. So I thought I would go ahead and get the bigger size. Next up, I got yet another cleansing balm. So I got this one from Glow Recipe. This is the Papaya Sorbet Enzyme Cleansing Balm. So very excited to try this. I haven't smelled it yet, I don't think. It doesn't smell that strong, but it smells nice. Like it smells light, but not that strong just from smelling it here. But I wonder if it kind of, once you warm it up in your hands, starts to smell a little bit stronger. Then I got the Pineapple C Brighten Serum, and it's their pineapple cute little serum. I actually have tried this before. I hear that they did change the formula a little bit, and I don't remember why they changed the formula, but I do remember when I tried it, it's been a while. Mine is also like turned a strange kind of brownish shade. It's very old, like I probably shouldn't use it anymore, so I need to throw that away. But I thought I'd give it a try because I heard that they changed the formula, mostly because when I tried it before, the smell of it was awful. Like I literally plugged my nose, held my breath while I applied it. And then like as long as I could hold my breath, I would, because it would linger like in the air and on my face for like a good 30 seconds to a minute afterwards. So yeah, maybe this one will smell a little bit better, we'll see. And then the last thing that I paid for was the Avocado Melt Retinol Eye Sleeping Mask. I believe that this was recommended by Kate the Great Beauty, and she really likes it, so I decided to go ahead and pick it up on her recommendation. And then I did also get like 2 free gifts with purchase. One of them is this hair towel thing. So it's very cool. Like it's very stretchy, and then these are like bendable. So kind of nice. I love things like this just to keep the water from getting on your hair and all that stuff. So thought that was cute. And then they also sent this, it's cute. It's a lab sample. It says shh. It says shh, top secret on the top. So yeah, this is their new product. I forget what it's called, but it's their newest product. It's a daily moisturizer. Based on the description, they sent a little card, which I don't remember where it is, but they sent a little card describing it. And based on the description, it sounds really great. It's like a gel moisturizer, but it's supposed to be really hydrating. So it's kind of a mix between, I think it's oil-free. So my skin tends to react not as well to things with oil in them, moisturizers with oil. It tends to break me out. But I have really dry skin, so that doesn't, it's very frustrating because a lot of the oil-free moisturizers just are also for people with oily skin and they're not as hydrating. So I'm actually really excited to try this. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so I did get some stuff from e.l.f. as well. Some of them were the brushes that I showed you, but then I did get this Putty Primer Trio. So this trio has all 3 of their putty primers in it. So it has their Poreless Putty Primer, Matte Putty Primer, and then Luminous Putty Primer. Actually, was the matte one the one with salicylic acid? Because I thought that was green, and none of these seem green. Maybe I didn't get one of those. So I actually think I might go back and try one of those later. But I did also get 2 of the Putty Bronzers. I got 2 because one seemed very cool toned and one seemed pretty warm toned. So I thought one I could use for more contouring and one I could use more of bronzing. So here's the 2 shades. You can kind of see this one is obviously more cool toned than this one. So the one that's more cool toned is, oh cool, they don't have the names on them. Awesome. I'm trying to remember what they were. Something like shady something? Oh gosh, I don't remember. And then this one I think is Tan Lines. So the one that's like a more warmer shade is Tan Lines. And this is something shady. Anyways, I got 2 of the Putty Bronzers. I actually have tried them both already, and I like them quite a bit. It's very different than what I'm used to in the sense that they're very sheer, but buildable. So I like that. I think this is a great putty bronzer for someone who's just getting into cream products, someone who's kind of new to makeup even, someone who just wants to try their first cream bronzer. This would be great because it's not as intimidating because it's not as pigmented. So you could definitely go in with, you know, a pretty generous amount and still be okay. I'm sure also you could get like darker colors and there'd be a better payoff if you wanted to, but these are the colors that work for my skin. So I wouldn't necessarily want to, just for the pigment, go with a different color, if that makes sense. So I really do think that these are great, especially for beginners. And then I got, oh, that's not my outfit. And then I got the Mint Melt little quad. This is so cute. I love these little quads. Does it open? Or is it shut? Oh, want to break it? Yeah, probably gonna break it if I do that. But I don't know if you guys saw, I did a video on the brown sugar color, I believe, quite a while ago, and I really did like it. It's also, it's so cute. You can bring it with you if you want to use this as a travel palette. It's great for that. Pretty buildable. It's not like the most pigmented eyeshadows I've ever used, but again, that's fine because as long as they're blendable, as long as they're buildable, I'm fine with that. And then I got one of the Putty blushes. Of course, my hair is stuck to it. This is in the shade Turks and Caicos. So that looks like, haven't tried it yet, as you can see. And then I got the Mint Melt No Budge eyeshadow. So this, even in packaging, reminded me so much of, do you guys remember the Dose of Colors mint collection that they came out with? They had a crayon like this that they came out with, along with a black one. Oh, I gotta peel it all the way. And they had a mint one and a black one. And literally the packaging was also exactly like this. Let's see if you can, there we go. And I didn't like that at all. Oh yeah, I'm gonna like this one way, way better. I can already tell. So that's what that looks like. It's such a nice mint color. The reason why I didn't like the Dose of Colors one was it was so dry. Like it was hard to apply. Like it was genuinely kind of painful to apply to the eye and you couldn't blend it. So like using it as a base to your eyeshadow or even an eyeliner was like it was painful. So I didn't like those at all. So this is better, and you can't buy those anymore anyways because that was a limited edition collection. And this I think was, I don't know, e.l.f. makeup is so inexpensive. It's awesome. So I think this was like $4, $6, something like that. So definitely cheaper also than the Dose of Colors one. All right, let's move on to some of the big ticket items, okay? This stuff I spent a pretty penny on, but they were on sale. So, you know, don't judge me. The first thing I got was the Bio Ionic Long Barrel Styler. So this is the 1-inch Pro Curling Iron. This is different for me because it has the clip. So it still has the clip to it. I mean, you guys know what it looks like. I probably don't need to take it out of the thing, but I'm going to. So it still has that, and I'm not used to that. I usually do the wand where you have to, you know, wind it around with your hand and hold it. So I just thought, I don't know, sometimes I get sick of doing that. So I kind of wanted to try a curling iron, and I don't have any. So I thought I'd give this a try. I love that it has a long barrel because if you can't tell, my hair is super long. So yeah, and I do like a nice bouncy curl. So I know for my hair length, usually people probably would go for something more of like a 1.5 inch. But you know, I do what I want. So I thought this would be a good size for me. So I'm really excited to try this. I have not yet. They did also send 2 like gifts with purchase, which I thought was fun. They had sent the anti-frizz smoothing cream that came with it, and then it also came with a high-speed blow dry primer. So very excited to try these as well. I think both of these are things I would use. So I love when you get free gifts with purchases and they're actually stuff you would use. All right, next thing is kind of funny after saying what I just said about being sick of doing the curling wand, because I got the T3 Whirl Trio. Yeah, and this is one of the ones without the clip. But let me justify my purchases to you a second. My curling irons that I used before, I've had for years, and I have had them, you know, got them at a time when I couldn't afford a nicer curling iron. So I've been using very cheap ones for many, many years, and they are fine-ish, but I have extremely hard to curl hair, I guess. I don't know. It's very hard for my hair to hold a curl. It falls flat so quickly, and it's very frustrating. And like, I hear people talking about like day 3 curls. What even is that? Like, that's not something that I've ever experienced in my life. I'm lucky if it lasts me the evening. I remember one time I curled my hair, literally like an hour of my life gone for curling my hair, and I went to a friend's house. And I was saying something like, oh my gosh, it took me an hour to curl my hair. That's why it took me so long to get here, something like that. And his boyfriend was like, do you mean straightened? I said, no, that's just my hair curled. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry. Because it literally looked already that like flat. So I'm very excited that I got this. I have tried this one already, and I freaking love it so much. It curls my hair so fast. Like, with my curling iron now, you have to sit there and like wait. And it's hot, like very hot, but you just have to, I don't know what it is. This, you just like curl, done, curl, done. It's so fast. I love it, love it, love it. So I've only tried one attachment. The one I tried was the 1-inch barrel. So I just adored it. So I'm very, very happy that I got this. I'm already super satisfied with my purchase. All right, my next big purchase came in this big bag right here. This is from Beauty Bio, and I got the Skin That Glitters kit. This is a, what do they call this again? Oh yeah, micro needling. I wanted to say microdermabrasion, and I was like, no, that's definitely not right. So let me take this off, see if you can see it better. So this is what it comes with. It's a micro needling tool. So here's the tool, and it has 2 different heads. So this is the one for your face, and this is the one for the body. And then it has a spray bottle. It's an empty spray bottle that you're supposed to fill with alcohol, so you can spray it when you're done and it disinfects it. And then it also comes with their pH balancing cleansing gel. I am really excited to try this. I know I've seen the video of, oh gosh, I watched their videos, but I don't remember their names. The 2 dermatologists, I think they're dermatologists, Oh my gosh. Anyways, they kind of dogged on microneedling at home, and I feel it. I understand, but I'm doing it anyways. So there's that. I also did see the one by Hiram where he was like, oh my God, microneedling at home. So, but I think if you're careful and you follow the directions, I mean, obviously they sell it, so it's not like it's that dangerous or bad for you, or, I mean, okay, that's a bad example because I'm sure there's lots of things that are sold that are terrible for you, right? But if you follow directions, follow precautions, make sure it's always clean, make sure your hands are clean, your face is clean, I'm sure it, you know, it's fine. And I saw really good reviews, and I don't know, I'm really excited to see what it can do for my skin. So we'll see. And then I did get also the scalp attachment. So we'll see. And then I also got, I think these came with it. I didn't like pay for these. These are the skin prep pads. So you're supposed to use this on your skin before you do the microneedling. And then this is their jojoba apricot olive body oil. So it's the Radiance body. I don't know. What is this called? It says the Radiance Body Triple Blend Nourishing Body Oil Jojoba Apricot Olive. So you can decide for yourself what the name of that product is. But yeah, so I haven't used this yet. It is a little daunting to try for the first time because it's like literally taking needles to your face. But I am excited to try it. It's so weird when you see it up close. Like, it is just tiny, tiny little needles that you're supposed to rub all over your face. So, yeah, it's kind of exciting. And yet terrifying at the same time. So, I guess that's why they say maybe it's not the best thing to try at home, because I mean, there's a terrifying element to it. But I saw a bunch of videos of people using it, and they were saying, like, it's not the most comfortable thing in the world. Like, it doesn't feel like a massage or anything, but it doesn't, like, hurt, if that makes sense. It's like, because they're so little. So, and they're not going very deep. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see how it goes. If you guys want me to do, like, a review on that or a video on that, let me know, because I'll do it if you want. And the very last thing I'll talk about really quickly is my Cliona eyeshadows. They did do a sale for Black Friday, but I suck and I didn't film this before I put them all in here. So some of these I had already owned and some of them are new. So I'm just gonna briefly talk about it because, again, I already own some of these, but I think about probably half are new to me, and then all the ones right here, the circle ones, are new to me as well. I do have a video on my Cliona eyeshadows. If you guys are interested, I have that on my channel, and I did swatches and everything of the ones that I already owned. If you guys want an updated one, because I think I probably own almost all of them at this point. That's probably a lie, because this is not very many. I think their collection's much bigger. I own almost all the ones that I want. That's probably a better description, because some of them I know aren't the kind of color that I would go for. But oh my gosh, like, I die. Let me just swatch some just now for you, because oh my god, like, get out. They're so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Like, seriously, insane. Oh, I live like this one right here. I don't think you can really see in the camera how, like, in person, this is coming off as so many different colors. I don't feel like you can really appreciate it in camera, but that's bothering me, because, like, in person it's like 100 colors. But yeah, these are divine. I love them so much. They are expensive, but they're so stinking beautiful. They're so beautiful. All right, you guys, so I think I'm finally done. That is so much. This video is going to be 12,000 years long. 12,000 years long. So thank you so much if you've stuck around this long and you actually watched the whole thing. If there's anything that I talked about you want to see a review on, a more in-depth demonstration, or first impressions, some of this I have already tried, so you'll have to let me know soon if you want that. But if there's anything you want to see more of, let me know in the comments, and I'll be happy to do that for you guys. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, so I told you guys that I got a ton of new brushes. So here's the ones that I held up in the video. You can see I have tons. I got some of these are from e.l.f. Some of them are from Crown Brushes. Some of them are from, oh, what's it called? Omnia, which is the Royal and Langnickel brand. So all of these, some are Sigma, some are Anastasia. I got a ton from Sigma actually. Yeah, and then there's, I told you guys I got a bunch from Give Me Glow. I got some from Kaima Cosmetics, some from e.l.f. So those are them. And then I did show you guys this as well. This is, I got a ton from It Cosmetics. And then, what's this one? Crown Brush. So, yeah, so a bunch of the same brands in here. And then ones I didn't get to show you guys are the expensive ones. So these are ones from Hakuhodo. Yeah, very, very expensive. This little cup costs more than probably that and that combined, to be honest. But so freaking soft. And then I got some from Refer. So these are all the Refer ones. I got the entire collection. So I bought the entire collection of the Refer ones. So it should be all of these ones right here. All of these are my Refer brushes. And then I got some from BK Beauty. So that's what these ones are. Where are the rest? Oh yeah, here's the eye brushes. And these are the face brushes. I got all of those. And then I did get, oh, this is from a Sephora haul, so just ignore that. But I think that's all of the brushes. So tons of new brushes. So if you guys are interested in a more in-depth video about my brush collection and what brushes I got that are new, my recommendations and all that stuff, like I said, just let me know and I would be more than happy to talk about these.